What is it that you guys are working on here at the Charlotte First Zone?
We're currently building a robot that is going to take these 10-inch diameter balls and shoot them into a high goal. We're also building a drivetrain right now that's supposed to go over various obstacles, such as like raised platforms, tilting bridges. We're also building an intake mechanism that takes the ball into the robot. And lastly, we are working on a climber that should raise the robot at least 2 feet in the air. So hopefully that all comes together soon.
What would you do without SolidWorks?
Without SolidWorks, our robot would not be nearly as good as it is right now, or ever. There's a lot of finite tuning that we do inside of SolidWorks. We find out a lot of issues in SolidWorks way before we ever get to manufacturing them, which if you try to do that without SolidWorks, you would probably be wasting weeks of time. There's just a lot of precision and detail involved in making a quality robot that you just can't do without SolidWorks.
What do you guys do when the robot's inaccessible, when you have to tie it up into the bag and make a design change?
So the first thing we have to do, we have to check our CAD design, and we have to look at all the measurements, and then from there we'll probably make a mock-up version of the frame, and they're not moving, and then attach that mechanism, make it to scale. Probably also design those pieces in CAD as well, make sure everything fits together and works well. Once that is complete, we'll test it on that mock-up frame, and then hopefully disassemble it and make it very easily to assemble, and bring it to competition. And once we unbag the robot at competition, we should probably put that mechanism on very quickly.
So how do you leverage 3D printing for your robot?
This year we used 3D printing on 4 parts on our robot. We've used it for hooks, which are to climb on the bar, which is supposed to lift our entire 120-pound robot. And those are complicated shapes that you can't necessarily just take a pipe and bend it. It won't be strong enough. Or on our winch, it's just easier and faster to use 3D printing for that, or just custom motor mounts that we've used it for.
How long would it have taken you to draw this out and give the directions to your team manually?
We would do this by hand. As you can tell, our drawings are very, very complicated. There's like sometimes nearly 100 dimensions on one part, and this sheet right here would probably take an hour to do by hand versus like 10 minutes max. Like probably even 2 minutes you could get a drawing like this using SolidWorks drawing.